The prerequisites for this video are these 4 previous videos. Do not connect the USB cable between the Arduino and computer until instructed to do so. Wait for the green screen. We are not going to write an Arduino program from scratch. We're going to make a few modifications to an existing Arduino program. For the next few minutes, examine the Arduino program modifications. We're going to modify an example program called Analog Read Serial. This program will sense the DC voltage on analog input pin A0. That DC voltage will be converted to a number by the analog to digital converter and stored in the integer variable sensor value. Sensor value will be between 0 and 1023, corresponding to the 0 to 5 volt input. We would like that number to be the actual input voltage. A simple formula that uses linear interpolation will do that. We have to define the floating point variable that will contain the number. It could be called DCV. DCV equals sensor value multiplied by 5 divided by 1023. This is the new line. It's the interpolation to be inserted into the program. The second new line will be something like ACA equals A times DCV plus B, where A and B are the calibration values for the split core transformer. The new floating point variables A, B, DCV, and ACA have to be declared and defined. Inserting the following lines, including tab spaces, will permit ACA and DCV to be observed on the computer. The modification delay 5000 will make the program wait 5 seconds between calculations. Now connect the USB cable between the Arduino and the computer. Select the Arduino program called Analog Read Serial, which is under File, Examples, and Basics. Compile and upload the program to the Arduino. If that was successful, make the modifications listed earlier. Your program will be similar to this. Note the changes and modifications. Compile and upload the modified program to the Arduino. Now we're going to make the hardware test circuit. Disconnect the USB cable between the Arduino and the computer. Hardware connections to the Arduino should not be made when the Arduino is powered on. Note the hardware connections. The Arduino is off. Put the potentiometer on the breadboard and add the jumper wires. The Arduino is still unpowered. Double check the wiring. The hardware connections should look like this. The red wire is for 5 volts, the black wire is for ground. The yellow wire has some voltage between 0 and 5 volts. This test circuit simulates the AC to DC output in the previous video. Connect the USB cable now, which turns the Arduino on. Turn the potentiometer and observe the 3 values on the computer using the serial monitor.